I'd like to thank the workers of Wisconsin and the people of Wisconsin for their six days of peacefully demonstrating to protect their rights. Rights are a cherished part of our democracy. They come through institutions like our Constitution and through the laws that we pass. They're part of our culture in the Declaration of Independence and in the Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech and Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. The issue before us is about rights. Once you have rights, they should be protected. That's what we are here for today, is to protect the rights of workers. Wisconsin has one of the longest traditions of workers' rights in the country. We were the first state to have workmen's compensation. We were the first state to have unemployment insurance. We were the first state to recognize public employees' right to bargain. These are rights that should not lightly be thrown away. Governor Walker introduced a week ago Friday legislation in which he insisted on financial concessions from state employees. And in addition, he stripped away decades, generations of the rights so carefully brought about through the years of legislation and careful consideration. This was a railroad. This legislation was being acted on in 4 short days. The only action available to us to slow this down, to be able to allow democracy to work, was to take ourselves out of the Capitol, use a constitutional procedure that allowed us to do that, and allow the people to have their voice. And they have spoken loud and clear. They want to keep the rights that they've had for so long. They offered up to the governor the fiscal demands that he wanted from them in order to balance the budget. The governor said, "We don't have the money." State workers gave him the money. All they ask in return is that they be able to keep their rights. This is a compromise that any good politician, any good leader should be able to recognize and seize. We call on the governor to recognize that he got what he wants from the state employees, and that he should give the state employees what they want. A good compromise is when not everybody gets everything they want. That's what happens in a democracy. Not in a democracy, you get a little bit of what you want or a lot of what you want, but you don't get everything of what you want. It's time for the governor to recognize that, accept the offer of the state employees, and allow them to keep their rights. Thank you.
Can you comment at all about the voter ID bill and the voting on that? Obviously,
the issue before us is this legislation, which is designed to strip away years and decades of workers' rights. That's the most fundamental thing. We don't take this action lightly. We only take it when some of the most fundamental rights of citizens are being attacked. This is what is happening, and that's what the issue before us.
When will you return?
You know, speaking about the voter ID right, those are some other rights, the rights of people to vote and participate in the democracy. It's symbolic that they're introducing that bill in the same week that we are also considering stripping away workers' rights.
But are you guys concerned at all that by staying down here, they're going to be passing other things that maybe the Democrats don't agree with?
You know, the Republicans have the majority, and they can pass the bills that they want pretty much when they want, and they indicated their willingness to do that right now. We are here to stand up for the workers of the state of Wisconsin. Stripping away their rights is something that requires drastic action, and that's what we're here for.
When will you return?
The governor has the tools at his disposal to bring this issue to an end. As soon as he does that, as soon as he is willing to take a compromise, we will go back to work in an instant. I mean, the workers have given him what he needs for the fiscal part to be able to balance the budget. He should be able to allow them to keep their rights. There's not a fiscal effect on that. Workers' rights are what we are here to defend.
The governor has indicated that if this bill does not pass soon, he will start sending layoff notices to state workers. Do you all feel that you would be in some way responsible for that by stalling this legislation?
No, the governor would be responsible for it. He did not need to precipitate this crisis. It's obviously from all of the demonstrations that have happened that this is something that's very important to the workers of the state of Wisconsin. It did not need to happen. The governor made it happen. He can solve it. It's on him that the responsibility lies. He has the ability to stop this in a minute. All he has to do is be willing to compromise. The workers gave him what he wants in terms of what he needs to balance the budget. Let them keep their rights.
What is the big sacrifice you're saying the workers are are making right now?
They are giving up the economic demands that he wants. So I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here, and we are waiting to see what will happen.